Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, me and my group will be presenting to you guys about 5 different cultures, which are... Before that, good morning and have a good day to my beloved and pretty lecturer, Miss Iziani, and you who are watching this video.
大家好, my name is Nur Najah binti Nazaruddin. My metric number is 9191407. Today, I will tell you 10 interesting facts to help you understand Chinese culture. First thing first, China is influenced deeply by Confucianism. Confucianism placed a heavy emphasis on the importance of respect for rulers, family, and social harmony. It is a national philosophy, but also a religious system of belief. Even over 2,500 years on, Confucian beliefs are still ingrained in mainstream ethics and religion, and this can be seen as you travel throughout China. Okay, secondly, China is the Middle Kingdom. The Chinese for China, Zhongqiu, can be translated as Middle Kingdom, reflecting the ancient Chinese worldview that China is the center of the world. This led to healthy reversal of foreign trade. Chinese people are very proud of their long history, profound culture. When you trip to China, when you communicate with Chinese people and visit tourist sites, you can emphasize their importance in global history. Next, the third one is there is great emphasis on family. That is Chinese people. Chinese people place great importance on family and family structure. Marriage, family, and children are all extremely important, and many Chinese families revolve solely around the youngest children. Grandparents tend to live with their children even after they are married and have their own children, and children are expected to look after their parents once they are married and working. When it is time to celebrate a traditional festival, family gatherings are the key. Next, ping pong. Did you know that ping pong is the most popular sport in China? Ping pong, also known as table tennis, is the most popular amateur sport in China, with 300 million regular ping pong players. Basketball, volleyball, and badminton are more popular with Chinese youth nowadays and remains number one place with the growing older populations. This also explains why many neighborhoods in China have public ping pong tables, as Chinese people love to play sports together outside, especially the elderly. Okay, next, the fifth about China is Chinese calligraphy is a river art form. In China, calligraphy itself is a river and much practiced traditional art form that has also led to the development of many other Chinese art forms. Examples of this include seal carvings, ornate paperweights, and ink stones. Calligraphy in China has many different categories which you can learn about when you travel through China. The sixth is Chinese Kung Fu can be dated back to primarily. Chinese Kung Fu can be dated to primeval society when people used cudgels to fight against wild beasts, which gradually turned into a form to self-defense and hunting. Later on, Kung Fu evolved to be a kind of martial art used to train soldiers and improve their morale ahead of us at a time when there was a various battle fighting over land and philosophers. Okay, next is tea. Do you know that tea can show your social status in China? Tea is the national beverage of China, and in traditional Chinese tea culture, the way you drink tea and which tea you drink can show your social status. Today, having a pot of tea when visitors come around is the typical way of welcoming said visitors. Tea ceremonies or visit to tea house can also be an important way to finish business or transactions. Next, the Han are the majority, and officially China has 55 majorities. The Chinese government officially recognized 56 ethnic groups in China, but the Han ethnicity make up the most estimate 92% of the total Chinese populations. Each ethnic minority has their own social custom, language, culture, dress, language, and more. Traveling to places like Guangzhou or Yunnan will allow you an insight into these different groups who all have varying cultures. Next is traditional Chinese festival are key to Chinese culture. Traditional festivals are like somewhat centrally to Chinese culture. The most important festival include Spring Festival, also known as Chinese New Year, Lantern Festival, the Qingming, Autumn Sweeping Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, and Mid-Autumn Festival. And lastly is the fortune cookies. What do you know? Cookies are not a thing in China. You may be surprised to discover this, but fortune cookies are not a thing in China. Chinese restaurants in China do not and never serve them to their customers. However, Chinese is definitely a food culture. The Chinese eat a high range of food symbols of meanings, many of food in China have symbolic meanings. Food are often the high points of the festivals. I think that's all from me. Share and thank you. That's all from me. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bonjour. My name is Nurdana Batisha binti Suhaimi. My metric number is 9191423. So, my turn. I would like to tell you about French culture. So, the first French culture is greeting culture. In French, they would like to greeting. For example, when we go to their market or restaurant, the first word they will say is bonjour. It is mean like hello, what do you want to eat, and so on. And when we want to exit to the market or their restaurant, they will say merci or thank you. Next is in food culture. So in French, they doesn't eat rice, but they replace it with bread. And in French, they doesn't eat spicy food. I mean, there's spicy food, but their spicy food is not spicy for us. Even the chili sauce, there's no chili sauce. They replace it with tomato sauce. Can you imagine that? So if you want to eat some spicy food, no in French. Next, in university culture. In there, when we in French, lecture student doesn't call their lecturer as madam, miss, or professor. They just call their name. For example, Jamil, I would like to submit my assignment. Just that. It doesn't consider as rude in French, so don't worry. And the last one is, in French, is called as love city or fashion city. Okay, why French is called as Love City? For my opinion, it is because in every time we can see at the park, there is an old couple. There's many old couples would like to have a walk at there while holding each other hand and bring their dog. And why it is called as a fashion city? It is because in French there are many famous designers in there, but basically in French they doesn't their people doesn't have a fashion attire when they are go out, but when we but sometimes their celebrities will like have a very stylish attire. So it is why they call us a fashion city. That's all from me. Thank you.
Welcome to Arabic countries.
Is Nur Fatisha Fika binti Amran. My matrix number 9191376. So, I want to tell you about Arab tradition and cultures that attract people in the world. Firstly, they are always wearing a perfume. This is a perfume. To all of their body from head to toe. Arab women always put an eyeliner for their accessories in their eyes. Eyeliner. Arab women always wear a black jubah when they go to the ceremony.
Welcome to Arabic countries.
In Arabic, their tradition, their cultures always eat kurma before they eat something. Arab also eats with their own bare hand, without using a spoon. They also eat in the dulang for 4 to 5 people. They also have a variety of spice. Yes. This, and they add it in their cooking. Okay. Arab women always put a henna in their hair. Marriage ceremony, they will separate the place between women and men, and then they will dance their traditional Arabic dance in the specific place with their own gender.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Atira Binti Rasli. My matric number is 9191404 and I want to tell you about Korean culture. Let's go. There are many beautiful things about Korea that we know. Their place, their culture. The important part is their people. Yes, their people. But I don't want to talk about their people. I want to talk about their culture. Really interesting to me to tell you guys. First category is marriage. Korean marriage. There are two marriages in Korea, which is Yeonnae and Changmae. Yearning is because the couple is love each other, while Changmi is a marriage that arranged by their family. Man is play a important part and in family welfare. In Korean marriage, they hold on and their loyalty. For the widow, if their husband die in their young age, they can't marry after that. They have to devote or take care of their family-in-law. Same for a widower too. They have to take good care to their family-in-law more than their family. Kimchi. Next is their food. The traditional food is kimchi. In every session of eating, if don't have a kimchi with their food, it's not complete for them. Kimchi is a food, a veggies with a low calorie, such as cabbage, scallion, onion, cucumber. They will cook with more spices and until the taste unique and more spicy. There are many factors that make kimchi is special for the Korean. First, kimchi is made by the queen from Raja Sejong, King Sejong, as their dishes in a Session festival. Okay, for the ceremony in Korean, their festival called Solal. Solal is a lunar new year, which is in January or February. They will ready up or arrange the food on the table for the present. Present to the ceremony prayer, to the old generation. After the ceremony prayer, all family, each member of family will bow to their older people with means their parent, their uncle, their grandparent, and for the kid they get the money for a present on the special day. This tradition called sebe. Next is of course their food. They will eat together, which is their traditional food. The traditional food is togu. Togu is a rice cake. It's cooked with the soup. If we eat a bowl, it means that we get older year. While if you eat 2 or 3 bowl, you get more older. Just their fact. This is what we call bado. Okay. Next is the game. The game is bado. Bado or go, ego, or weki. The game is start with an empty board. Each player has an effective and limited supply of pieces. It's called stones. One taking the black stone and other taking a white. The main object of the game is to use your stone from territories by surrounding vacant areas of the board. It's also possible to capture your opponent's stone by completely surrounding them. Players take turns placing one of their stone on a vacant point at each turn, with black playing first. Note that stones are placed on the intersection of the lines rather than in the squares, and once placed stones are not moved. However, they may be captured, in which case they are removed from the board and killed by capturing player as a prisoner.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fasiha Maisara binti Ahmad Deni and my metric number is 9191430. Okay, now I will tell to you guys about Indian culture. Mainly, India country classified into 4 major parts, which are North India, South India, Western India, and Eastern India. They have different clothing, religion, food habits, and celebration. But now I will tell to you guys about the roughly, especially in Malaysia. Okay, firstly, in terms of their food, many of Hindu or Indian people, they are vegetarian, but for non-vegetarian, they will take chicken and lamb as their common in main dishes. The Guardian reports that between 20% and 40% of India's population is vegetarian. Okay, the first food in Indian culture is naan bread. I think we all of us know how the appearance of naan bread, right? Because it is so famous and can easily find at mamak restaurant. And bread naan is a puffy flat bread which is a main in the India kitchen and can go with everything you make. And the most famous is tandoori chicken. We will eat naan bread with tandoori chicken, and even me and my family love this so much. Even though naan bread is traditionally cooked in a tender or earthen oven, but they are just work as well as even you use your modern oven. The ingredient for naan bread is basically yeast, flour, sugar and water, as well as yogurt and cheese. So the last one that I will explain about Indian culture is in terms of their clothes. Before that, it is a warning. Okay. The most famous clothes that is wear by Indian women is saris. It is colorful saris, and this is so beautiful, right? And even Malay people or Chinese people are interested in saris. And meanwhile, for men, traditional clothes for men is dhoti. Dhoti is an unstitched piece of clothes that is tied around the waist and leg. Next, men also wear kurta, and this is also famous, right? Kurta is a loose shirt that is worn about knee length. Even Malay also wear kurta in when celebrate Hari Raya. And next, for special occasion, men will wear sharwani or ashkan, which is a long coat with a collar having no lapel. It is buttoned up to the collar and down to the knees. The shorter version of sharwani or ashkan is Nehru jacket. Nehru jacket is named after Jawaharlal Nehru. He is India's Prime Minister from 1947 to 1964. But Jawaharlal Nehru, or known as Nehru, never wore a Nehru jacket. He preferred ashkan according to Indian newspaper. Primarily, Nehru jacket was marketed to Indian Western people. I think that's all from me for Indian culture and from all of my friends. Thank you for watching.